Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Winda Alfira Habayahan and I am an informatics engineering student at Sultan Syarif Qasim State Islamic University of Riau with student ID 12450122841. In this presentation, I would like to share a bit of my experience working on an object-oriented programming that called OOP project using Java. The goal of this project was to read and display data from a CSV file that I downloaded from Kaggle. The dataset is about mobile games, which is quite interesting and relevant for us who often use game app on our phones. All the coding was done using the IntelliJ IDE, and I tried to apply OOP principles such as encapsulation and modularity. Okay, first, I will choose a dataset from the Kaggle, and the dataset I use contains various information about mobile games available on the Google Play Store. The columns in this dataset include game name, developer, genre, and user rating. I chose this dataset because of its clear structure, easy processing, and suitability for experimenting with CSV file reading using Java. With this data, we can learn many things from parsing files, data type conversion, to creating objects from the processed data. Okay, I will explain you about the program structure. This is how I structured my program. I organized it into three main classes to reflect the OOP approach. First, there is mobile game class. This is the model class that represents a single game entity. 2. Mobile game reader. This is class that responsible for reading and processing the CSV data. And then there is a main class. The main class that runs the program and controls the execution flow. This separation makes the code easier to read, test, and develop further. Okay, first I would like to explain about the game class. This class acts as the blueprint for the game object. Attributes like game name, developer, genre, and rating are stored as private variables. I provided getter methods to access these attributes from outside to the class. I also added a constructor and override to the string method to print game data in a neat and informative format. Example output like this. Okay. Second, I would like to explain about the reader class. This class plays a vital role as it reads the CSV file. I use a buffered reader to read the file line by line. Each line is split using the split method, and the results are converted to the appropriate data types. I made sure to handle errors and missing data to prevent the program from crashing when encountering incompleted lines. After parsing, I create game objects from the data and added them to the list. And last, I will explain you about the main class. In the main class, all other classes are integrated. This is where I called methods from the reader class to read data and store in the results in a list. Then, I looped through the list and printed each game object to the console. This class acts as the heart of the application, managing the entire program flow. Okay everyone, I will tell you, the folder structure of this project is simple but efficient. All Java files are stored in the src folder, following standard Java project conventions. Meanwhile, the CSV file is placed in the root directory of the project, so it can be accessed easily without a complex path. And then, I will remind you, make sure the path is correct when reading the file to avoid a file not found exception. Now, once the program is run, we can see a list of games displayed in the console. Each line shows the game's name, developer, genre, and rating. This proves that data reading was successful, the data type conversion worked, and the classes functioned correctly. Okay, and then through this project, I gained valuable insights into how to apply OOP concepts in real-world scenarios, especially in reading and processing dataset from CSV files. I now have a better understanding of how to design independent but interconnected classes, the importance of encapsulation to protect data, and how to create modular and scalable programs. Additionally, in this project, offered a clear example of how programming can be used to process real-world data, in this case, data from mobile games that are familiar to all of us. From a simple CSV file, we can transform that content into a collection of objects that can be manipulated, displayed, and even analyzed further. In the future, this project could be expanded into a more complex application. For example, first, adding a search filter based on game name or genre, and displaying basic statistics such as average ratings or most popular games, creating a GUI version using JavaFX or Swing, and connecting the program to a database for more professional data management. Personally, I found this project very helpful in understanding the fundamentals of OOP and data processing, and I hope that what I've shared today can be useful for all of you, especially those who are currently learning Java and looking for a simple yet practical project. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope it can inspire and help everyone who is learning OOP in Java. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.